is Big Cell. What that mouth do besides tell the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.
It gotta be classy. Show me what you working with, like you working the match. Fucking with me, you gotta be fancy. How you sitting up in the match? Kicking shit, just relax and show you all my dead action. Guarantee satisfaction. I'm all about that, and I don't do no subtraction.
Big Cell, you still keeping it 100. Well, keep hitting those asses with the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.
Y'all motherfuckers make me want to drink today. After all that today.
FHO is a lifestyle, a movement, grown folks' business.
Like the fact that you're not complacent. I wanna make some arrangements. Why you gotta be so dangerous? Got me feeling anxious, you know what I'm thinking. Let me show you what it is. Pour up a couple Castile, I'ma show you how I live. I like it lavish, like a Maserati. Sex above average, be bout that action. Like my big sass, gotta be classy. Show me what you working with, like you working the match. Fucking with me, you gotta be fancy. Sitting up in the match, kicking shit, just relax and show you all my dead action. Guarantee satisfaction. I'm all about that, and I don't do no subtraction, nah.
It's your boy, Big Cell, FHO's HNIC, Mr. Him Be Everywhere.
What's up, Big Cell? This is your boy, Pastor Nate from Enlightened Ministry Biker Church from Los Angeles, California. When we're not riding, we listen to FHO Podcast Radio.
Yeah.
What's up? It's your girl, Lil Tigger. I'm chilling with my boy, Big Cell, and you'll listen to FHO Podcast Radio. Stay tuned.
Say, man, y'all know what time it is. It is Wednesday night. Official is going down, man, right here on FHO Podcast Radio. Tonight's show, MC 101, hosted by the great himself, Mr. Two Guns. Doing this thing, man. Again, please excuse the Raider apparel, and I don't want to call it the bullshit, but please excuse what you see. Don't judge him for that. He's really a good dude. You understand what I'm saying?
Haters go hate.
This was approve that post I just sent to the page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just posted. I forgot to send the video. I've been sending it now. I just sent it to the page. Let me share it to a couple of more pages too. So anyway, we are here. It's Wednesday night. I got my man Guns. How's your week been so far, brother?
Man, it's been good. They drove me crazy today with the topics. Man, I had to get something a little stronger than the beer, so on that Gentleman Jack tonight.
They've been waiting on you today.
They want today, but man,
they've been waiting. I've been getting calls all day.
Topics today, man. Lovely topics.
Yeah, they've been hitting me up ever since I posted.
Yeah, we had some good topics today. So
I said, can you hear me? They've been hitting me up all day talking about, what you mean it's president special? Presidents are special. I said, well, I'm gonna let him. That's his shit. I'm gonna let him talk. I'm gonna let him talk to you about it, man. So it is. Yeah. So we're gonna get into it, man. Other than that, you've been all right, huh? Besides getting through it today, huh?
Yeah, it's been good, man. Just trying to, we had some great inputs today, man. And so it's like every day you do, you learn something new every day, like just some of the inputs that we had today, man, was just some really solid inputs. Give a shout out to DeVilla, man. He put some church on there. He definitely put some church on the page, man. Y'all need to go and check that out. That's the public service announcement, and it's just raw and rough, and let you kind of understand the climate that this is, man, in this MC culture, man. So it's real. It's real.
I'm going to have to check that out, man. I'm going to have to go on there and check that out. I've actually been busy today. Their special. I'm trying to make sure we share this to all of those channels. Well, at least enough of them that matters. Everybody else can catch it on the back run. So, other than that, it's been going. You've been dealing with that, trying to keep the page sane, huh?
No, everything's been good, man. Just nothing but love. You know, a lot of hot topics coming in, and you know, all the topics really kind of address. We just focus on female MCs and things like that. So that's been, you know, that's always be one of those topics that's it's going to be hot, and then people going to have their opinions and things like that. So when you have those type of things, man, all it is just a bunch. And what I try to do with the page is make sure that everybody has an opportunity to say what they got to say, and hopefully in the page, and hopefully everybody gets a chance to read some of the responses and understand that, you know, we all have an input in this, and you know, we all can learn from each other, no matter what it is, the smallest minute thing that you think you don't, you know, that you might not get some information from. It could change your life. So, you know, man, we always should be thirsty for this knowledge and trying to understand how other people do it to make things better in the community. That's just real talk.
Okay, well, I definitely agree and appreciate the whole 9 yards. So, for me, it is definitely that. So, real quick, man, what made you come up with this topic? Presidents thinking that they're special.
There was like about 3 posts that really was kind of came on the page, and you know, being a former president of, you know, one of the big 5, you know, 1% clubs. I mean, like, not necessarily just the president. I was up there in the ranks, and so I look at the way that I address things and the way that I did things, and some of the comments and some of the processes. You look at it, and I look at it as maybe the information or maybe the concept is not being presented the way that, you know, it should be presented, because, you know, I hate to say it, man, once you get to that level as a president, it's your responsibility to take care of your people. It ain't, you know, your people's responsibility to take care of you, because the president itself, man, is one of the most powerful positions, period, from, you know, the world itself down to corporations, down to the motorcycle clubs, car clubs, bike, whatever it is. The president's position as an authority figure should be, it should be respected by the president, and understand that his role is not necessarily to govern. His role is to be the leader and to be able to motivate individuals to be great, you know, better than they are. He should be the person that is there to establish the rules and regulations, but ultimately you should be training your relief. And in a lot of cases, that's not what happens. You know, in a lot of cases, you get power pulls, you get power, you know, hungry people, and that's where they are. And those are the, you know, I look at that and I see presidents that you know, that are they run their you know, basically their chapters or run their clubs like that. And just, you know, for me, you know, I kind of shake my head and go, you know, you just missed it. Because as a leader in the military, from just an LPO of a division to a quick reaction force team leader that got in the shit, you know, that scenario, those situations as a leader, you have to be the person that they look to and they say to themselves, that person is going to take us and he's going to be able to succeed, or he's going to be able to get us through this process, and we're going to be successful. And that's what your people should be thinking. And there's like this one saying that I always do it. It's a Pusha T saying, but what he addresses when he talks about leadership and things like that, what he says is, you know, leaders themselves should be the person that you strive to be, or that you strive to be better at. As a leader, you should be establishing yourself as somebody that people look at and say, you know, this is somebody that I want to be be like. This is the person that I need to be in my life. And that's always the way that I presented myself and pushed myself. And then I'll let you jump in real quick, but and then I'll get into specifically some of the stuff that I used to do as a president. And really, to be honest, the whole thing started with the presidents getting in for free. And that kind of, that rubbed me the wrong way, because I don't know where that started at. I understand why it started, and I understand the concepts of why it started in terms of respect and in terms of these other elements and things like that. But a president and a leader leads by example. So those individuals that are leading by examples, they should be the ones that's setting the example. And I just never agree with the concept that a president should not pay. If it's a cover charge, the president pays just like everybody else pays. I mean, and I said what it makes him special. And the secondary thing that came out was about presidents not paying dues.
There it is. There. No. We definitely gonna get into it. I'm gonna get these shout outs real quick and acknowledge these people, man, for tuning in and supporting us and watching us real quick, man. On Facebook, Stacey Ray Stewart, Jay Smith, Michael Thompson, Antoine Moe, Keisha Brown Hamilton, what up, Keisha? John Wayne, what up, Jay? My man, Ken Folk, Carl L.R. Iceman Harvey, Walter Pitchford, Deborah Merritt, Daryl Duke Sr., Pamela Pink Panther Barber, Lavelle Caldwell, Lamont Dunn, what up, Lamont? Juanita L. Shaw, Miss Shaw, what's happening, Miss Shaw? Terry Thurman, what's going on? WDZ, Art Rare Breed Day, what up, Weezy? Farrah Batista, Jalen, what up, Jaja? Timothy Chef Walker, Terry Pritchard, what up with it? My man Terry Pritchard, Kevin, Cali Kev Scott, C.R. White, Chris Hops Bernard, Donald Ike Patterson Sr., Yardley Hines, Charles Fleming. Where we at? Demond H.B. Hale, Reggie One Way, J. Anthony Price, Daryl Smith, Ruby. What's up, Ruby? As a Quirdo. I can't never pronounce y'all last name. Icons. I
know, right?
Yeah. Chris Black, Chiquita Taplin, L.G. Gaston, Delaney Regulator Yates. What's up, D? Rick Raymond, Eric Phillips, Munir Ali. What up, Munir? Eric Copeland, IBN Musa Hussein, Buck Jones. That's what's going on, folks. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody, that's the Facebook fam. Let me get into this YouTube fam, but then we're gonna get into it because I definitely got a response for that question that you had. What we got on YouTube, man? Swift, what up, Swift? New York, my man, New York. I love you, brother. Jack Knife, another one. I love you too, Jack Knife. A.W. Harley Rider, operator at Star MC. R. Caldwell, Lionel Humphrey, TY619, Philly DBMC, DE, operator Star MC National, J Sessions, Herbert Greer, Philly, I think I said Philly already, DBEMC. Oh, no. Anyway, Mark Neal, SoFly Kai, appreciate that. Charles William, Nathaniel J Sessions, Freddie Mayo, what up, Frederick Mayo? Floyd Kemp, what's happening? Lost One Kern, another faithful follower. What up, Lost One? Camera. Derek Davis, Stacks FHO, what up, Stacks? Juggy Bruce, what up, Juggy Bruce? What up, Buckwheat Emo? Morris and LaQuanda Atkins, what's going on? J1s, what's up, J1s? My protege, DT, D Terradome, Damian Spencer, KG, Captain Kurt, Leonard Jones, Uncle Pete, Anonymous Biker, what USA, what up? Make Mark Oakland, seems like my name. Make Mark Oakland, Preach Rare Breed, Kevin Moss. Yeah, make Mark Oakland, California is what he say. Next Level Detroit in the building. Again, I want to thank everybody, man, for tuning in. You could be doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Me and Two Guns, thank you for tuning in. And please ask questions.
East 14.
And get it in.
81st Street.
So I want to answer that question. Where did and this is me doing my research, where did the president's getting in free come from? According to my research, Guns, the president getting in free was a gimmick that they came up with to make sure that if I invite the president and he get in free, he gonna make all the members follow him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean that's when you look at that, that's just a simple process with that. But then, like somebody posted on the page, man, he was 100 on it. He said the problem that happens with that is sometimes presidents go and one dude. So you're really not benefiting from, something like that in terms of that. I just, as a 1%er, I'm going to tell you this, man, and this is not even a question. It's not even like, I'm not making this up. I can tell you without a doubt, I have never, and I say this on everything, I have never not paid to get into an event. Any event that charged, I always paid to get into an event. It had nothing to do with elements or whatever it is, even as a president. I mean, it was just a point that when we was there to break bread. So if you have an event for a specific reason, and that's the reason. It could be anything. You could be having a fundraiser. You could be trying to put some money towards. I'm going to come there. Not only am I going to represent, I'm going to come there for my nation, but I'm also going to come there, help you guys out with what you're trying to do, and I'm going to put some money on the books in terms of, look, we buying drinks, or y'all put a jar out or something like that, because if I take my time out to come and spend time with you, there's a specific reason why I'm coming to spend time with you.
But you're talking about,
you earn my respect.
Yeah, not to cut you off, but you're talking about old school. You're talking about old school shit. You're talking about when the anniversary.
That's all I know.
I know, but I'm just saying. But you're talking about, coming from where you was as a president of one of the top 5 1% clubs, period, hands down. But what you're talking about is old school, based on the fact that that's when the anniversary was friends and family. It wasn't open to the public. You understand?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So
but even recently in the 2013s, 14s, 15s, and 16s, it was the same way. Anytime we went to an event or whatever it was, if they was charging at the door, we was paying at the door. And it wasn't something that, they'd be like, nah, you guys good. No, we good, man. We gonna take care of y'all, and just understand that, we here because we respect you, whatever it is. And really, in all honesty, if you come in there to break bread with somebody, it should be a reciprocal. So if you come in there to spend time with somebody and you come in there to help them out, then that should be the same process as that same club should be. Hey, when you have your event, that club should be coming there and breaking bread with you and taking care of you. And that's the way things should work out. But it shouldn't be a process where it's just the elements of the presidents get in free. And that's one of the things I think sets a precedent that it puts people on a different path in terms of their understanding and their knowledge of being a president. Because all of a sudden they feel like, well, I'm bigger than what I am, or I'm bigger than my club. And I can tell you without a doubt, any president that thinks he's bigger than his people, man, that's a failure in the making. And that's what I try to, when I talk to presidents and stuff like that, or I talk to somebody about it, I'm like, look, man, you should really be addressing with your people in terms of the things that you do, and you should be making sure that you take care of your people first. And that way, if you take care of your people, man, your people gonna take care of you. And that's just leadership. And that's something that a lot of people are, I say this all the time, man, on the page, and I say it just in general talking to people, is some people ain't born leaders, man. They're not leaders. And some people can become leaders, but in a lot of cases, some people just don't need to lead. They're great soldiers, but they're just not good leaders. Because a good leader understands my people come first and foremost. That's just my perspective of how I look at it.
I mean, but what I'm saying is I hear you, but what I'm telling you right now, you stepping on toes, and a whole lot of toes right now, because I'm going to even get into...
I hope so.
Yeah, but I'm going to even add this element to it. And again, y'all always put me in the bullshit ass twist. I know Sel full of shit, so here I go. Down here in the South, when OMCs pull up to your event, not only do they think they're supposed to get in free, but they want VIP access, or, they want their own area. They want you to bring them a bottle. They're not going to the bar. They're not doing none of that.
Oh, man.
So that's what go on down here. And they go, listen, hold on, let me say this. Now, I'm just telling you, this is whether the club is making money or not. They don't give a fuck. They're going to come to the door. Now, we ain't talking about 5 or 10. They're going to come 20, 30, the properties. They're going to come with them, the properties friends, and everybody else. So you got 30, 40 people that's coming to get in your anniversary, for free. And then they want a table, and then this is another thing that I've seen, where the OMCs, the 1%ers, don't go through the regular door. We come in through the back door. You don't search us. If it's a search at the front door, we don't get searched. So you got to bring us in through the back door.
I mean, I'll address that in a little bit in terms of searching, because I can tell you this without a question. You can search me all you want to. My name is my name. So when you touch me, you're going to feel two of them. I'm just saying. That's just how it is. So that's just how it is. I mean, you're going to feel two of them. So if you want to reach them and touch them, I'll tell you straight up, look, you're going to feel two of them when you reach for them. So that's just how it is. Yeah. So if you don't want me in your event, look, I'm deuced out and I'm out. So that's just how it is, because I don't disarm. That's just how it is.
Yeah, and like I said, this is just something.
On that, man.
Let me say.
Man, I'm saying like this, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say real quick, is that
no? I mean that's.
I was just gonna say this real quick. Real quick. What I'm saying is that the whole thing about the president's coming in.
You got that shake going, so you know you're about to say something.
No. I'm just saying the whole thing about the president's getting in free was a gimmick designed to bring the club, because if the president is coming, then the club gonna follow the president. So we got that part. Where it has gotten twisted is that, or even what I've seen, and I ain't gonna say it got twisted. What some people do, and I've noticed that, and I think I want to say it's up in like the New York area, or like maybe even Chicago area. I'm not sure, but I've seen this before on the flyer. President's free with 15 plus or 20 plus or something like that plus. You know, and I guess that's to ensure that we at least, you know, make our bread. Now, however, the other catalyst to that, the other wrong part about this is that we're going from anniversaries being days of celebration to anniversaries being full-fledged parties, to where the club is dependent on this money all year long, so that the president or the vice president or whoever going to steal the money can buy a new motorcycle. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that part. I meant so. My bad. Hold on. See, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm over here like this.
I'm just saying. So. I mean, when you really put this,
he done said the president gonna steal money. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm lying too, man. I'm telling them what you just did.
All I'm saying is after every anniversary, the top 5 officers, one of them is buying a new motorcycle. That's all I'm saying. After every anniversary. So if you're a big club, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So
hey, I tell you, man. Like I wrote something on this, man. The reason why I ended up. This is the reason why, because typically, I'm going to tell you this, when I started this in 2012, I was one of those guys that I see on the page. And what I saw on the page and what I used to do on the page was, I'm not going to talk about shit MC related, because if you want to know MC related, come fuck with me and I'll tell you anything. But what got me was there was a topic, man, and it was about an annual that was being thrown at Black Bike Week. And during the annual, they was basically charging. I mean, I'm saying that this was some shit. I mean, they was making some top dollar, because they was bringing in 300-400 people in the club. And the reason why I ended up finding out about it, because my man was DJing that year and he had told me about it. And so I ended up going on the page. And when I went on the page, I saw a story about the same event that he was DJing at. And guess what? They had a picture of the dude on the flyer, had everything on the flyer. They was promoting this event through this dude, and the family was not getting a cent from this proceeds. And so when I found that out, that's when I started, and I said, you know what, I'm going to start, I made a comment, and when I made that comment, my man came and was like, man, you need to come out here, man, you need to start talking to these people because you got something to say. That's what started me on this process. But to jump back in what she was talking about is that's what's fucked up about what's happening right now in the MC set is, and this is where I was going with the presidents paying, there was something on there about presidents not paying dues. Like, really? I mean, come on. A national president, I might see something like that. But even national presidents, and national officers pay dues. But to have somebody to even suggest or think that a president wouldn't pay dues, I mean, why would you think you're not the same as every person in your camp? And so I'm going to jump into this real quick. And this is how I ran shit when I was a president. When I first got there was a lot of turmoil in this chapter, a lot of issues. Anybody that's been on the page, you guys heard this. When I got to the chapter, there was all this turmoil and everything was going on. The first thing I did as a president was I took all the power out of the president's hands. What I did is I maintained veto power for anything that went against the Constitution, went against the bylaws, or went against national rules. So I maintained that power as the veto if it was something that would be detrimental to the club. But what I did is I made it 100% vote for anything that came down the pipe, from events to, if we needed to take care of some stuff. Everything was voted on by every member of the club. What that did was it empowered the club. And I told them, this is what I want you guys to understand about this club. Take all these fucking patches, all this president bullshit, all this sergeant arms, take all that shit off your fucking cut. And in my nation, we didn't have that. But the whole thing comes down to take all that fucking shit off your cut. And what you do is, once you take the shit off your cut, everybody in that chapter is no different than the next person that's standing next to him. And if you have that mentality, and everybody has a say, and everybody has a voice, and everybody has an opportunity to be able to have their voice heard, you empower that club. And what happens is brotherhood. What happens is motherfuckers feel like, I got a say in this shit, because ain't nothing worse. I've been there. I've been in the military 20 plus years, retired out. I've been in MCs where there's dictatorship and motherfuckers think they running shit. I done been a part of that, so I'm not going to make the same fucking mistake when I'm in power. If I get into power, I'm going to empower people that way that when that process comes down there, they feel like they're a part of this and they have an equal say in everything that's going on inside that club. And I will tell you what, we went from 5 people to damn near 15 people overnight because everybody heard this is what we are doing. And then all of a sudden, when people started showing up, people started believing it. They started to see that it was actually factual, that it wasn't just some bullshit that was being said. All of a sudden, the chapter started to grow. Brotherhood started to grow. Man, we would go out and ride, and we would just, motherfuckers was like, who the fuck are you guys? And it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's just the way it is. But when you dictate and you feel like you're more important than anybody else in that club, as a president, vice president, as an officer of that club, the second you start to take your people for granted and make your people feel like they are lesser than you is the second your people will rebel against you and they will start to say, who the fuck do you think you are? And that's where you don't want to be in an MC. Now, that mentality has circled over and went to the outside world where motherfuckers think they privileged because all of a sudden they ranks. That don't mean shit. You come to my fucking party and you should understand that there is a cost or there is a pay that you will come down. Now, if you have relationships with clubs and you've established that or you've addressed that with the club and say, yo, you guys, it's good to come in my event because this is how we doing business, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's y'all business. I never tell anybody or get anybody's business, stuff like that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that if you set yourself up to feel like you are better than even your community as a club, that community is a whole. So if you think that you're going to walk up to somebody and say, nah, motherfucker, y'all going to get us in the club for free, blah, 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 you think the motherfuckers is going to come to your event? Yes, they will, because they might be afraid of you. They might be scared of you. Let me touch that real quick. They might come just to come. But guess what? The amount of money that you're going to bring in is not going to be the same as if you bring some motherfuckers and you break bread with them and you take care of them. They're going to come and take care of you. People going to take care of you, take care of them. If you fucking them over, guess what? Shit, I come have a drink and I'm out. They're hitting deuces. Go ahead. Hey, you dead? I can't hear you, man.
Sorry. I want to address what you just said. You just said one of the most powerful things ever. Is one of the most powerful things I heard is that if you set yourself up to think that your MC is bigger than the community, then you're making a mistake. Man, let me explain to y'all what he just said. Okay. Let me break this down for you. What he just said was that the community is the MC. Okay. Collectively, that's every club. That's all of the clubs that are in the community, that are in your area, all of the clubs that are there. So no one club is bigger than the community. So if you set your club up, whatever club it may be, to think that you're bigger than the community, then you're setting yourself up for failure, because the community is who you have to depend on to come back and reciprocate to you. And if you mistreat the community, like he said, you will get some by fear, by force, but you won't get what you would gladly get if you come and support the community. Guns, let me tell you something. I truly just want to salute you, right now, I don't give a fuck if we end this whole podcast right now. I truly just want to salute you for that statement because I want you guys to feel the impactment of what he just said. I want you guys to feel and understand what he just said. My man, Big Punchy, told me something. He been saying it, but he said it again this morning in our conversation. He said, Sel, it's way more of us than it is of them. And if we all, if we stand together and say, we ain't having this shit, we ain't doing this shit no more, and we ain't this and this and that, then the change has to come. Granted, it is being played upon that big brother, little brother type shit is the way to go. But I just truly want to salute you right now. And if y'all don't take nothing else ever from what this man just said, I'm sitting here, I got chills just thinking about the statement you just said, the community. If you mistreat one member, one club of the community, you have disrespect. If you disrespect one, then you disrespected them all. If you mistreat one, you mistreat them all, because that same community is who you need and what you need to survive. Man, I'm blown away. I mean, that to me right there, that was fucking wow. You understand what I'm saying? And then for somebody to actually say it and just bring it to light is wow. On that note, man, let me pay some bills, man, and we'll be right back, man. Guns, again, I love you, and I know we got so much more to go. We're going to get into the other part of it.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, y'all. Listen, man. You're not going to find this type of shit nowhere else. You're not going to find nobody giving it to you raw and uncut nowhere else. If you people, you community, you MCs, you SCs, you all of that, you motorcycle riders, if you do not appreciate what this man just said, and if you don't appreciate this platform, you fucking crazy. Anyway, time to pay some bills, man. We'll be right back, man.
Montana Cigar Company sells premium cigars and accessories. Located in Union City, Georgia at 4641 Flat Shoals Road, Suite C, Union City, Georgia 30291. Montana Cigar Company offers a smooth, laid-back, serene, mature adult environment for cigar aficionados. Discounts for all the first responders, military, teachers, and nurses. Come enjoy your favorite games and boxing matches on our big screen TVs. We also have a poker table where you can come and try your luck.
What's up? This your girl, Lil Tigger. I'm chilling with my boy, Big Sale, and you're listening to FHO Podcast Radio. Stay tuned.
Eco One, the superior eco-friendly motorcycle and auto detailing spray. Eco One super wetting and low foaming polymer technology cleans by flowing underneath the dirt particles and lift them away from the surface. All you need to do is spray, wipe, and watch the amazing shine appear. All of this is done with very little time and effort, but the results look like you spent all day waxing your vehicle. Eco One. Don't ride dirty.
What up, y'all? This Big Punch from the motherfucking candy shop. We chilling over here with Big Sale, man, the FHONICKEMMY, man, you know what I mean? All them alphabets, man. But they got all that shit going. Holla.
Select Luxury Cars, proud sponsor of the FHO Podcast Live Show. The most diverse luxury vehicle selection in the greater Atlanta area. The highest quality customer service and unmatched nationwide pricing. Contact Mike Goodall at 678-855-2292 to schedule your appointment today. Select Luxury Cars, trusted family dealer since 1994.
Yo, what's up, man? This your boy, man, Mr. Let Me Hold Something himself, DJ Dirty. And you're listening to FHO Podcast Radio with my main man, Big Sale, the FHOABCDEFGHNIC. Big Sale, come on, man, speak on it, man. Let's ride.
Say, man, we almost back, man. You're listening to...
You're listening to MC 101 Talk Show. Live. Hosted by Two Guns. Co-hosted by Big Cell. And we talking straight motorcycle protocol. Tune in every Wednesday around 7 p.m. for pure motherfucking facts on FHO Podcast Radio. MC 101, where motorcycling is life.
What up? I listened to my Uncle Bishop in the FHO
See the two guys?
radio.
See the two guys?
Or say, man, we back. I got my man Two Guns live in the building. He just said some profound shit. We're talking tonight about presidents thinking that they're special. We're talking about how presidents lead by example. We're talking about how presidents should allow their troops to have an equal say so and to put this thing together, because that's how brotherhood is developed. And we're talking about how if you take all of the patches off your vest, then all of us look alike. We all basically are the same. Guns, I'll let you jump back into it and go where you want to go.
I'm gonna roll right into the OMCs, man. We're gonna talk about this with 1%ers of OMCs, and I'll address this as a 1%er OMC. You know, as the community in the whole, guess what? We the fucking leaders. This is our shit. So, you know, when you decide that you want to put that diamond on your chest and that 1% on your chest, well, guess what? You just became the leader of the community. And I'm going to say this, and this is real talk. I keep it fucking 100. If your community's failing, man, that mirror is a motherfucker. I mean, that mirror is a motherfucker, because all you got to do is look in it, because if your community's failing, you just have to look in the mirror, because you're the only one responsible for your community.
Wow.
So when I look at that in terms of being 1%ers and OMCs, you need to establish yourself in your community as a leader, as somebody that you say, hey, here's how we're going to do business. This is how we're going to do business. Doing business by expecting that we're going to come into your party for free ain't how you do business, in my opinion. That's just not how you do business. That's how you fail at doing business, because business is not conducted like that. As an OMC, you should be the one that addresses with the person. If you got a party that's coming to, you should have already communicated with them and let them know, yo, we coming through, here's the protocol. That's the first and foremost thing. If you have an established protocol before you go into an event by, talking with the individuals and saying, look, here's the deal. This is the way we do business, this and that. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. I always hear the stories. I always hear the fuck stories. Oh, 1% don't pay, blah, 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 but we going to take care of you at the bar. Come on, man. Say that shit, man. That's the biggest crock of shit in the lie in the motherfucking thing. Because if you go to events and whatever it is, and you looking for motherfuckers putting money in the till, hey, motherfucking that money ain't getting put in the till. So if you gonna say shit like that, and you gonna talk shit like that, and you gonna present it like that, like you gonna put money in the till, don't fucking talk about it, man. Put money in the fucking till. You should have already addressed with them. Like, here's the deal, man. We gonna come in free, or we gonna put $100 towards your tab. We gonna come in free, or we doing this, or we doing that. We gonna come in free. This is how we do business. This is how we do things, and that's up to the club or whatever it is to say, yeah, we agree with that or we don't agree with that. But guess what? If a motherfucker don't agree with you not coming into their place and coming in for free, if all of a sudden you're gonna try to blackball them because they not kissing your ass, come on, man. I mean, we diamond holders, man. I mean, we fucking diamond holders, man.
Listen,
we
man.
If a motherfucker ain't kissing your ass, they ain't kissing your ass.
Man, you are.
I mean,
you fucking up right now. You know you fucking up right now. And I don't even mean to curse, but you know you fucking up right now.
I will never, the one thing that they will ever say about me is they will never hear me saying some side shit or whatever it is. I'm not going to say side shit. I'm going to say shit 100. I'm going to keep it 100 all the time. The biggest issue and the biggest problem that we got in this fucking shit right now is we got motherfuckers out here that think they fucking privileged. And here's the deal. You're not privileged. You fucking leaders. If you're a leader, lead. Don't fucking feel like just because you're a leader, all of a sudden I'm supposed to respect you. Motherfucker, put your drawers on the same way I do. You put your shit on the same way I do. But guess what? I'm going to respect you because you respect me. And that's the way fucking diamonds, that's the way 1%ers do shit. And if you was taught any other fucking way, guess what? Somebody fucked your shit up. That's just real talk. I'm going to keep it that way 100. Because when it comes down to it, as a diamond holder, man, we held to way higher standards. We held way higher standards than what's being presented and being put out there. So I would say that to any diamond out there, anybody that's an OMC, anybody that's in charge of shit, you should hold yourself higher than any motherfucker that's out there. Because how the fuck is you going to lead and how the fuck is you going to be a part of this if you're not holding yourself to the same standards that you asking motherfuckers to do that? I mean, that's like saying jump off a motherfucking cliff. Motherfucker, you jumping too? I mean, that's the biggest problem right now is that we have to stop with this bullshit. And this is the problem. I'm going to say this 100%. I'm going to say this. The problem we got right now, and I'm going to tell you, you're going to get some rings and some calls, and I'm getting even closer to the motherfucking mic, to the motherfucking screen. The problem we have right now is too many motherfuckers that's coming in from the 99 world. They ain't been fucking trained. They ain't had the process. They ain't went through the process. They ain't seen the shit. And then all of a sudden, they in charge of shit and trying to do 99 shit in the diamond world. That's not how shit works. As a diamond, your ass should already know, already be a part of this. You already understand what the fuck you need to do. As a diamond, you are a fucking leader, 100%. Those people are looking at you to lead them, not sitting there wondering what the fuck is going to happen or if you're going to do something. They looking at you and you looking at them like, who going to lead? You leading. You the fucking, you in charge of this shit. So it's time for us to stop fucking around and start leading. And people will follow, man. If you start leading and you start doing shit the right way, people will fucking follow. I'm off the mic, man. I'm putting my glasses on, about to get my damn drink on, man.
Man, listen, man. Bro, I don't even.
Proud sponsor, Gentleman Jack.
Hey, yeah. I'm all I'm gonna say is this, man, is that you have to understand that what you just said and what you just explained, and I want y'all to understand, we're talking about somebody that was the president of one of the top 5 OMCs in the world and somebody that is a member now of an OMC telling you, somebody that is a diamond holder telling you that the diamond should respect you more by leading by example, by showing by example, by not expecting to have any favor or not expecting to be privileged. Y'all never heard that. I know none of y'all.
You don't even know what to say, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey,
I promise you,
like
they have never heard. You just told them these motherfuckers been out here motorcycling for 15 and 20 years, and you just said something that these people have never, ever, 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 ever heard or been told, and have been afraid ever since, because the diamonds that we know, and I'm trying to be as safe as possible when I say this, the diamonds that we know ain't a teach bone in their body. Now,
I mean, that's.
Let me. I'm trying.
Hey, I'm gonna say something. Hey, let me say something to you, man. I want to get this. I want to say something to you, man. This is real talk. Have you ever saw a diamond put in some water? Have you ever seen a diamond in water?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what? If you say that you can see a diamond in water, you have to look real close. You know why? Because once a diamond goes in the water, it's almost virtually impossible to see. The only way you'd be able to see it is if you kind of tip your head a little bit this way, and that way you see a reflection of the diamond itself in the actual purities of the diamond. And the reason why is because once a diamond is watered down, you can't see it no more. And that's what's happening right now.
I'm finna end this show.
We got some watered down motherfuckers.
I'm finna listen, man. I can't listen. I'm just me. And the shit you talking about right now is just too heavy right now. But let me say this. Let me.
Man, look, these shoulders is broad, man. These shoulders is broad, man.
I got you. Mine's are too, and I normally wouldn't give a fuck. I'm all in, but I'm just telling you that I got to be careful when I tread on this because it is what it is. You are who you are. I am who I am. I got you. That is what it is. But let me say this: is that I've never met a diamond like you. I've never met a person of your stature, and again, no big man, little man type of shit. I'm just saying the ranks. I've never met somebody as high up in the ranks as you to be as transparent as you're being tonight. And I'm almost getting emotional. And you're feeding a nation of people who all we want to do is motorcycle. All we want to do is have some fun. All we want to do is love on people. All we want to do.
It's so fucking easy.
But listen. Wow. It's almost sad or crazy to hear you say what you're saying, because it's the opposite of everything, and I mean everything that people are being told and taught, and it's just fucking ridiculous. It's fucking it's crazy. But the biggest thing is this, people, is that you hear it. You know, somebody was bold enough to tell you, somebody was brave enough to tell you, somebody who didn't give a fuck and they told you the truth. It is what it is. Now you have it. And it's 2020. You know, we got to start making our way and making, you know, the understanding for that. And, you know, just putting it into perspective, man. I mean, but I'm going to just tell you, wow.
Let me touch on that, man. Let me finish that out.
Go ahead.
So here's what I would say. Here's what I would look at and vision for the future of this MC shit is, and I put this out to the Diamonds. I done put this out since 2012, 2013 when I first got on and started talking on. I'll say it, Sucker Free MC. When I got on there, what I said and what I first said was, I think the Diamonds need to start leading by example and start being a part of it. My man Davila, man, he in there preaching, man. So y'all get a chance to go see the live, man. You know, see some of his responses, man, because he's in there understanding exactly what we're talking about, and that's what it comes down to as Diamonds. And I'm gonna say this: the only reason why I say and I speak the way I spoke is because I came up in Oakland around East Bay Dragons. I came up in Oakland around the Chosen Few. Process of being a dictator. You have to be able to be that force within the community that establishes order. And when you establish order within the community, then you're going to have success. Because just like you said, 100%, and this is fucking, you can write this down, take a picture, do whatever the fuck you want to take a picture of. If you got motherfuckers that's in your set, the only thing that they looking to do is enjoy themselves, ride their fucking motorcycles, and have brotherhood. That's all they fucking want to do. They don't want all the rest of the bullshit that you bring along with it. They don't want to have to come into a COC and pay you $40 a month to be a part of a fucking COC. Why? They don't want that. All they want to do is break bread, have fun, learn some shit, enjoy the camaraderie amongst clubs, and do this MC shit. It's easy. But people make it hard when all of a sudden that money comes into effect. Man, that pussy comes into effect. The three evils, man's evils, gambling, pussy, and motherfucking money. Those things right there will destroy anything that you have. We're not talking about drugs. We're talking about those elements that will destroy anything you have. And the second that you add any one of those into the elements, and all of a sudden, it changes the way that you do things in your community, you're setting yourself up for failure. 1%ers, diamonds, man, we have to take control of our communities, and we have to get to the point. And I'm not talking about take control of your community and start roughing motherfuckers up and acting stupid and doing stuff. I'm not talking about that. And if you think I'm talking about that, then that just tells me exactly where you at. What I'm telling you is that you need to take care of your community in terms of bringing in everybody, having brotherhood, having camaraderie, getting out on them fucking twos and riding, getting a chance to meet people, getting a chance to shake hands, kiss fucking babies, whatever the fuck you want to do with it. But what we're trying to do is build brotherhood amongst the community, because you are not bigger than the community. And the second that you don't respect that community is the second they're going to fucking turn on you. That's just real talk. I can't hear you, man.
I said I'm still trying to compose myself.
Hit that mute button.
Yeah. We lost you a little bit too on the sound. I don't know what happened, but when you got to preaching and got real heavy, all of a sudden the sound just cut off and the board. Yeah. But anyway, they caught it. They caught what they needed to catch. When you just spoke on the COCs and the different councils, okay. One of the things that I've always said about councils, I've always disagreed with councils based on the fact that 9 times out of 10, most of the people that are on the council don't ride motorcycles for the most part. They're presidents, or they're people who just, you know, they joined up on the council just to have an additional title on top of the title that they already have in their MC. But more importantly, the reason why I've been against councils is because if we're going to take this time to spend an hour and a half or hour to 2 hours here, then teach me something. Tell me why I wasted my Sunday, you know, my ride time, you know, why I had to stay in town this weekend because it's mandatory that I be at this council. Tell me why I had to give all of that up to come here and for you to sit up there, you know, and look down and tell me who can and who can't and this and that and this, you know, and not teach me a thing. Tell me why I wasted all of this valuable time, effort, and energy when I could have been out riding, bonding and brotherhood and sisterhood and all this shit that I'm supposed to be doing in order to be effectively motorcycling. But I'm in this fucking council because you say, I'm in this council meeting because you say we have to get control of the bike set. Now, let me tell you this. I don't give a fuck if it's 900 clubs in one city. The strong will survive and the weak will fall by the wayside. If we as the community, and I'm finna tell y'all some real shit now because I'm getting emotional. If we as the community don't support the bullshit, then the bullshit will get flushed down the toilet. We don't need a council to tell you who is official and who ain't official, because if you out here making bonds and you out here motorcycling the way you're supposed to be motorcycling, then we not gonna fuck with them no way. So I don't give a fuck if you a brand new club, if you an old club, if you's a fucked up club, we're gonna label you as fucked up and you gonna stay your ass over there and we're gonna stay our ass over here. I don't need no council of motherfuckers that ain't even on the bike set telling me who I can and cannot associate with and this and this and that. Listen, if you're going to take up my time, then give me something to replace it with. Give me something, a reason to be here, because I want to come because Guns is going to be here speaking on protocol. Guns is going to be here giving us, you know, some literature about some federal knowledge. This is going down in the feds. This is what we have to be aware of. Hey, you know, teach me some shit to make me be a part of this. And then you got this thing where because we don't join the council, now you're going to blackball the motherfucker, which means we can't, you know, they can't come to your. So you telling my club that because These individuals didn't do whatever you wanted them to do. Now I can't take their money, or I can't have a good time with these people. Man, listen, man. I don't want to get started because,
Man,
you know,
I said COC boy hey, I done touched something. I done touched something, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this now. I'm gonna say this now. I'll say this about COCs. Now, I've seen the good and the bad in COCs, but you're hitting it on 100% when you're talking about what am I benefiting from being a part of the COC. Now, when it comes down to it, you know, I'm not good. That's how people do things in their areas and stuff like that. That's how you got a COC. But it comes back to what I talked about in terms of being the dominant, being the 1%. If you in charge of that COC and it's all about making money, man, look, I'm not even talking about I'm not talking about even the COC. If your MC is all about making money by bringing people in the MC, we don't even address that. If that's all that you try to do is make money by having more members, guess what? You fucked up. Same thing with the COC and the same process is that. If you're not benefiting from that, and as the 1%er, as you in charge of that COC should benefit the community. So it shouldn't necessarily be about telling people, well, this is what you got to do, this is how you do, but it should be about you making sure that people are doing things the right way if they're coming in. Now, I understand that. You don't want to have a lot of different people doing a lot of different things. I can understand some areas that would need that because there are some areas that need to be governed and they need to be that. But when it comes to the point where the COC becomes a tyrant versus being somebody that's a leader, that's the separation. If you as a COC and if you as in charge of that COC, if you are a tyrant to your community, then you are failing your community because it's not about what you are doing in terms of education, understanding, being able to provide and stuff like that. As the leader of that community, you should be establishing this is the way we're going to do business. And clubs, if you establish this is the way that we're going to do business, guess what? Clubs are going to fucking do it. But people aren't doing it. They're not establishing how this is the way we're going to do business. And if you do establish the way you're going to do business, all of a sudden it becomes, well, you're going to do business the way we fucking want you to do it. And if you don't want to do it, then you can't exist. And that's where COCs fail because all of a sudden now, what are you going to fucking do? What are you going to do? You're going to take the club out? Well, guess what? The second you do some dumbass shit like that is the second you're going to get yourself fucking hemmed up. Some clubs going to be calling the feds on them. Now all of a sudden you're ratting. Now they rats. Well, guess what? You shouldn't have fucking put them in a predicament by establishing this protocol by taking them out because all of a sudden they're not paying you or not giving you fucking money. Guess what? That's not how it works, man. As a leader, you establish as an example of this is the way we're going to do business. And then you bring people in, you communicate, you teach them, you educate them, you give them the whole process of what this is about so they understand what it's about. There's nothing worse than being uneducated about some shit you don't know about and all of a sudden having somebody tell you that's the way you're going to fucking do it. Why am I going to do it that way? I don't have no clue. So tell me why are we doing it this way so I understand why we're doing it this way because you just telling me I'm going to do it because this is the way I'm going to fucking do it. That's
wow.
stupid, man.
Wow.
You have to be able to educate people so they understand why they're doing what they're doing. That's just real.
Wow.
I mean, I agree. Willie Gillis, man, said, hey, councils are good if they educate and they teaching exactly what you said, but 9 times out of 10, that's not what we're getting.
Listen, they pay this money. The councils can't teach because they too busy trying to tell you what the fuck you can and cannot do. What the fuck? I mean, listen to what I'm saying. And then you got to listen, man. Let me. You
got Woosah, man. You need some Gentleman Jack.
I've been saying this for years.
The crowd sponsor tonight is Gentleman Jack.
I've been saying this for years, man, and just to hear somebody else just say it like is just amazing to me because, like I said, at the end of the day, if I'm doing it wrong, then teach me how to do it right. Show me how to do it right, and most likely I'll be receptive to that. But when you beat me instead of teaching me, and when you don't take the time out to explain to me, hey brother, let me show you why this is. History has shown, blah blah, whatever it may be. It just, so in other words, now I tune all the way out and say fuck you. So now what I was doing unpurposely mistakenly, or the mistake I was making not on purpose, now I'm gonna make it on purpose. Because now I don't give a fuck about you. You don't give a fuck about me. Fuck you. Fuck me. Fuck you. Fuck everything. It is what it is. And it just escalates something to another level. And I've been saying this from day one. You just said some powerful shit. You surrounded me with 10 people. I called 911 and report this because y'all was finna try to kill me. So I did what I did to save my life. Now I'm a rat. Now I'm a snitch. You tell me just because I'm in a motorcycle club that I'm not supposed to get you up off of me any way the fucking way I can. Huh? What the fuck?
I mean, the whole thing comes down to it is it should have never got to that point, man.
Period.
It never got to that point, man.
Period. I totally agree. But now, like I said, now you calling me a snitch in the club and my club, and now, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. The only thing I'm gonna tell you to do is when you see FHO, show us some love because we're gonna show you some love. If you don't want FHO there, simply say, hey, bro, we ain't, we doing our thing, man. We don't really feel y'all that way, blah, blah, blah. And we're gonna turn around and leave and we're gonna go back and party ourselves. Anything other than that is a misunderstanding.
What's the bad? What the bad part about the whole process is, man. The worst part about that process is the only thing that we really got into this lifestyle for. I don't know about you, man. I don't know about you how it is. I done heard you say it before, and I said the same way. I love to fucking ride. I love to fucking get on the road and see fucking miles. I love to see that white line. I love to see that black asphalt. I love that shit. Till I die, man. I've been down 4 times. Last year, I fucking hit a deer, man. I shouldn't be here, and I'm here, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna still be. The only thing I want to do is ride my fucking motorcycle and have love. And now it's like when you get your club, and all you want to do is have brotherhood, and you want to have that camaraderie and all that. That's all you want to do. Why is we fucking complicating it by bringing all the rest of this shit in it? Because you feel like that shit it's good. I'm going to say this, man. This is some real talk, man. This is 100. In the history of this world, from before BC all the way up until 2020, there's never been a successful oppressor in this world. This whole world. There's never been a successful oppressor. Never. So you might be an oppressor for a little bit of time, but eventually the people will rise up. And so if you as the dominant, as the 1%er, if you an oppressor, what's going to happen is individuals are not going to fuck with you. They don't want to fuck with you because they know that there's going to be some bullshit and some drama that comes with it. But guess what, man? If you lead them, if you go to them and you give them something, man, they are going to love you for it. And they're going to want to be a part of it because all of a sudden they realize you give a fuck. If they feel like you don't give a fuck, they're not going to give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
And that's where we have to understand that. I mean, that's some simple shit. It's simple. But if they don't believe in you and they don't believe that you care about them, they're not going to give a fuck about you. And you might make $5, you might make $10. But guess what? If you would have just did it the right way, you might have made $1,000. You might have did whatever you needed to do to be able to take care of your club for the rest of the year.
But
the president and the vice president get some parts.
But fuck the making money part. If you do it right, fuck making money. You're gonna make friends. You're gonna make friends. You're gonna make brothers. You're gonna make sisters. You're gonna make allies. You're gonna make.
That's not even a question, man.
I got you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But you're gonna make business deals. You're gonna get you're gonna get your roof fixed. You're gonna find a plumber. You're gonna find a motherfucking mechanic. You're gonna find you might even find a job.
That's some crazy shit, ain't it?
You might even find a job.
That's some crazy shit right there. That is crazy.
Come on, man.
That's crazy. How you can find so much shit by just being a leader.
Good Lord have mercy, man.
And it's easy. it's easy, and we're making it hard, man.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, FHO was started because I'm riding my motorcycle and I'm on the highway. Like you said, I love this shit. I love to ride. My best ideas, my most brilliant ideas have been created with me in the middle of nowhere on my motorcycle. In a whole
crazy shit, ain't it?
My best ideas. You know, I get to research, you know, cameras and just all this. Okay, well, what's not being done? Well, that's what the highway does for me. That's what being out yonder does for me. That's what coming across Texas, you know, and it's nothing out there but you and another car going the other way, and you know, and then all of a sudden the gas light come on, and then you panic, and then boom, here comes, you know, the Mirage, the gas station out of the middle of nowhere, and you know, I mean, listen, man. Say, man, if I tell y'all this all the time, and I said this before on one of the MC 101s, if we don't correct this shit, if we don't fix this shit, we're going to lose this shit. And to all my OMCs and my 1%ers, it's a new day. It's a new age. You got grown men and women out here riding motorcycles, paying mortgages, sending kids to college, paying, you know, driving $80,000 cars and $60,000 motorcycles. They're not going for the BS. We don't want no problems, man. Independents, 99%ers, dude. The reason why we not on your side, the 1% side, because we not there yet. I'm not there in my life yet to say, you know, I just only want to live the 1% lifestyle. I'm still with the 99 shit. That means I'm still with all the fun shit, the bull. And I'm not saying y'all not having fun, but I'm just saying I'm with all of the other shit. So I say this all the time, Guns, and I'm gonna see if you agree. Okay. The set, the bike nights, the all of that shit per se. The set on a whole belongs to the 99%ers. When you leave the 99%er and go to the 1% side, you have now said that, listen, hey, I'm on a different level, I'm in a different lane, I'm playing a different game, so I'm gonna come over here. One of the biggest problems with that is that you decide to leave the 99% and go to the 1% side, but you want to use that and then come back down to the 99% side with a chest stuck out and lord over where you used to be. And I say this all the time. And I'm going to probably get in trouble for this. Motherfucker, I know who you was. You was just Lil T, and you was just Lil T in Puff Powder and Puff Powder MC. You was just Lil T in Puff Powder MC. Now, because Puff Powder MC got rid of your ass, you went over to the dark side. They took you in for what, you know, you passed whatever test they took you in. Now you went from Lil T from Puff Powder MC to Big T from so-and-so, and now you think you finna come down here and step on my toes, push me around, and tell me what the fuck to do. Dude, do you understand I know who your grandmama is, nigga? I'll slap the shit out of you. You understand me? Matter of fact, whatever you do to me, I'm gonna do. Whatever you do to me, I'm gonna have my son do to your son. They go to the same school your son go to. So, I mean, it's a fucked up game to play. It's a fucked up game to play, but it's so sad, man, because again, all I want to do is ride my motorcycle, man, and hang out and have a good time, man. I don't, brother. If I make a mistake, what happened to the word "excuse me" not being a valid word no more? What happened to that?
Man, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is the truth, man. And you hear it from me. I put this on all my dead homies. There are some cats out here, exactly what you said. They was one thing, and all of a sudden, they got that diamond. And you're just like, come on. You can't fake who you is. You'll never be able to fake who you are in life. And any diamond will tell you, there's there's elements to diamonds. So you got the guy that's good at computers. You got the guy that's good at he's good with his hands. You got a dude that's good as a leader. You got a dude that's good as the SA. You got pieces that you got to put together as a diamond club. And that's how it is.
I know diamonds catching ass whoopers, man. They catching ass whoopers 99s, and that's just how it is. Because you ain't gonna be a different person than who you is when you first, before the whole thing came down to it. But I think
Really comes back to what addresses is respect. I mean, that's the whole thing that comes down to it, and a lot of people are not understanding that is it's just about respect.
because you shouldn't demand respect. People should look at you and they should say, I respect this guy because he knows exactly what he's talking about. And he knows exactly what he's doing. You know that?
Real talk. And the issue that comes down to it, a lot of people is, it's like you said, people been around us a little bit. And these protocol pages have been around. And these tradition pages have been around. And people been teaching. People been talking. And all of a sudden you come out with some side shit out your mouth and they looking at you like, wow, you're supposed to be my leader. But if you can't lead and if you can't be the person that they address and they respect whatsoever, then you're not going to be that leader that needs to be the person in charge, that needs to be the person that's actually establishing rules and regulations and how shit's being done. And that's one of the issues that you see is exactly what you're talking about is you have individuals that all of a sudden they become diamond holders and things change in their life or who they are. But nothing changed. I mean, anybody that knows me, and I'm going to say this, anybody that knows me personally, because like a lot of people don't know me personally, they just know Two Guns. And that's all they know. Two Guns keeps it 100. He don't give a fuck. He gonna say what the fuck he has to say, and that's just how it is. I am one of the most humble people that you will ever meet because I have been through the fucking ringers. I've been through everything, and I understand about humbleness. I understand about being a leader. I understand about being that person that you can come and have a conversation with. But if you are unapproachable and if you're not humble in yourself, you'll never, ever be a leader. You'll be a dictator, but you'll never be a leader. And that's the issue that we have, is we got a lot of dictators, not a lot of leaders. And we need to stop having dictators and have leaders that can lead this community, lead it. It's like you said, 2020, man, we need to stop the shit, man. We need to actually start to establish some rules and regulations, some policies and procedures, and get mutual respect. The whole thing that comes down to it is we are here for one reason and one reason only. We love fucking motorcycles. Let's ride those motherfuckers till the wheels fall off. And if you're not a part of that, and if that's not your goal in life, and you have some ulterior motives that you are they're in your fucking medulla oblongata, you're fucked up, man, because that's all we talking about is riding our fucking motorcycles. Brotherhood, love, man, that's all it is. Kumbaya, motherfuckers, that's all it is.
That's exactly
so
what it is.
If that's not it, man, and if your goals is not about riding motorcycle, brotherhood, community, all that stuff like that, you missed it, man. It's such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing. Gotta stop looking at the big picture and start looking at what's right in front of you. What's right in front of you is people that want you to be a leader. I'm saying this to the Diamonds, man. Let's start leading, man. 100.
So I recently had Sarge on. Did you get a chance to see that interview with Sarge?
Yeah.
You know, and
I reached out to him.
Okay, yeah, another powerful interview, man. Another powerful 1%er with Soul Brothers, man. Real humble dude, real laid back dude, not to be played with, just like yourself as well. Yeah, not to be played with any grown man. But I'm just saying, and that was his thing too as well. And he's been pushing that. And dude, if I just hope that this message is heard tonight, because this message was so powerful. And it was some stuff said, and I'm gonna say this one more time. I got to go back to this. I'm gonna some kind of way I'm gonna phrase this, and I'm gonna write it on my wall that no one. I'm probably trying to get somebody to come in. No one club is bigger than the community. The community is what matters, and anything that comes against the community, anything that attacks a person, a club, or individuals of the community, need to be dealt with. That and
that's a cancer.
That's it. The community. We are the community. And if you're a part of the community, then you should be about healing, teaching, growing, watering, and planting and so forth in the community. And if you're not that,
absolutely.
Like I said, if you're not that, one of the things I always say too is, how do you sit in the mirror before you leave home to get dressed for the dance, but you don't go to the dance to dance? You then put on all of this shit, all of this, blackout shit and all the rest of this shit to come to the party to disrupt the party. It's just amazing to me. If you're not coming to the party, then sit your ass at home. Period. And it just is what it is, man. But if you got something else to say, man, say you didn't stomp me tonight. You won tonight, man. Hold on, man. What is this? Hold on. Oh, there you go. Can you say?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, you got me. All right, yeah. So, what else you got? And I'm good. You didn't stomp me tonight. I'm done.
No, I mean, it's like, I just want to, just like reiterate, man, we've got to stop some of the things that's being done and processes that's being done within the community and get back to the basis of what we should be doing in terms of education, knowledge, and stuff like that. I said it, man. A couple of people reached out to me last week about getting into talking to one MCs. I mean, flashback for y'all in the Navy, but talking with the one percenters and the OMCs and having education, going to them and reaching out and stuff like that. But like when I say that and saying this loud and clear, when I say that OMCs and one percenters, man, you got to be that person that does actually want to have and speak about education, and you got to be that person. Important thing is making sure that community itself grows, and like you said, I mean, you said it, man. It just, if you don't water it, man, if you don't fertilize it, man, if you don't give it the love, you don't give it the sunlight, if you don't give it everything it needs, it's going to die. And there's nothing positive about death in your community. So we have to be that sun. We got to be that water. We have to be the fertilizer. We got to be all of those elements that creates growth. And that growth is just going to grow our communities. And I'm going to tell you, man, as a one percenter and as a diamond holder, when you grow your community, shit gets easy. It just gets so fucking easy. When you isolate, intimidate, interrogate, become a dictator in your community, shit gets fucking hard. Because don't nobody want to fuck with you. Now all of a sudden you got to deal with shit that you shouldn't have to deal with. Now there's things that are going on that probably shouldn't be going on, but you have to deal with them because you haven't grown your community. Because once your community respects you and does it, it's not a process of intimidation. Once they respect you as a man, as a club, as the nation that's governing them, to grow the community. And that's what we have to be talking about. It's not individual, it's about community. And I hope that message is sent tonight, 100%.
Like I said, man, I'm sitting here still kind of blown away because this shit is that serious to me. The love that I have for us as a people, number one, and for us as a set, for us as a community on a whole. I tell everybody all the time, at heart, I'm a one percenter. And if 1% means that I'm a man, that being a man is being a 1%, then I'm all of that times 10. I'm nobody special. I'm not Superman. I'm not, the answer to all your questions. I love what I do. I research. I get to the bottom of it, and I talk to people that have the years in front of me And I talk to people that are wise people and you know, the whole 9 yards. So for me, man, tonight was almost like I was brand new tonight. Like, I mean, it was so much shit said tonight that was just so powerful, man. And again, I thank you. I can't even thank you enough for even choosing my platform to even to bring it. You know, I know, like you said, I'm gonna get the phone calls and all the other bullshit, and you know, and I'm willing. I take it on the chin, like I say. But one thing I'm gonna tell y'all is this: is that if the truth is, if I'm the only one that's gonna tell the truth and guns and this platform, then this is what it'll be. But there's nothing you can do to get me to tell any of you guys a lie. Ain't no threat you can put on my life. Ain't no ass whooping you can give me that will make me come back and lie to any of you guys that's watching this or listening to this right now. It just ain't gonna happen. And again, I'm not a super bad motherfucker. I'm just me. I'm just a person who loves this shit and a person who wants you to be the best at motorcycling, period, point blank, hands down. I want you to know two guns like I know two guns. I want you to know Sarge like I know Sarge. I want you to know, you know, Terradome from Outkast, and you know, Nikita from Wheels, and Spider from Wheels, and my man, just everybody, from my boy Teddy from Sin City, and my boy down. I mean, I just want you to know all the people that I know, because these are some great motherfuckers to know. Period. These are some great motherfuckers to know. Just hands down, these are some beautiful and great people to know. So that's what motorcycling is for me. Wow. And again, thank you. Anything else you want to say?
Man, I'm good, man. The biggest thing I want to reach out to, man, is my subscribers on MC 101 Tradition and Protocol. I left a little message to them, but you guys reach out to the podcast, man, you know, because this opportunity to see both of us together. You know, I'm just doing this live or whatever it is, but it is an opportunity, man, to reach out, and it does support the process so we can continue to do what we're doing. So I love that you guys are here, MC 101, but in the same context, too, man, let's reach out to FHO and support the platform that we're trying to establish, man, because this is just a good look. And there's a lot of great information, man. You guys need to check out that one. Hey, make sure you put that thing up on Sarge, man. We're going to put it to the page if you want to put it to the page.
Okay, I'll send it over there.
That was a real powerful message in terms of, that was a powerful message in terms of what we addressing, and we was able to get a lot of 1% clubs, and My Nation was part of that. They was able to get a lot of folks together, man, and all the dominant 1% on the black side was able to get everybody together, and that's our call. I mean, that's just like something that people don't understand, and man, they had the policeman nervous as like cat in the room, rocking,
shaking in their boots.
You know, like but the whole thing that came down to it.
Yeah,
number love.
They had them shaking in their boots, shaking
love, man. And trust me, when I walked there, I told him, man. I told him I walked in there. I didn't know what was going on. I just happened to be in Jacksonville that weekend, so all of a sudden I was just like in the club. You know, I went to the clubhouse. I'm chilling at the clubhouse. All of a sudden I see this group come in. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So all of a sudden I see this group come in. I was like, wait a minute, man, what y'all doing here, man? What's going on? And then they told me what's happening, man. And I was like, man, that's number love. To see that many dominant 1% clubs, some of them that had issues with each other in the past, come together for one fucking night, man, one day. And I'm going to tell you this, man. All them guys that was a part of that, all them processes part of that, they said it couldn't be fucking done. And guess what? They fucking did it. They did it. They said it couldn't be fucking done, and they did it. You know why? Because motherfuckers took that shit off their shoulder for 2 fucking seconds and realized it's about the fucking community. It ain't about your fucking ass. And that's what it was. And that's what we need to be preaching. We need to be pushing. Because that was some powerful shit when every fucking dominant 1% black club was in the same fucking building with each other, breaking bread with each other, talking with each other. And I was talking to motherfuckers that I ain't never ever talked to. And guess what? Them are the same motherfuckers doing the same shit that I do. And guess what they love to do? Ride a motherfucking motorcycle and enjoy themselves on the street. And that's all they was talking about. And that's what it's about, man. That's all it's about. So that's what I want to preach. That's what I want to talk about. But make sure we supporting the FHO platform, man, because this is an opportunity for us to be able to give back to the community and give back. You know, people say they want me to write a book or whatever it is. You know, that's forthcoming. But the whole thing comes down to it is I'm providing this right now, so y'all motherfucker tune in on that shit.
That part right there, man. So shout out to my man Two Guns, man. MC 101 Tradition and Protocol on Facebook. It is a private closed group. You have to submit it, answer some questions. Two Gun them will go over it to make sure that you're motorcycling. It's a group where you can actually go on there and ask a question and not be beat up, you know, by a 1%er for asking a question or whatever. And it's a hell of a group. So if you're on Facebook, for those that are asking, it's called MC 101 Tradition and Protocol. Go on there, submit, you know, get online. I mean, you know, to ask to be a part of it. And trust me, they got you. So that's what it is tonight. I'm going to close with this, man. Let me close with this. All right, now. I'm going to close with this, man, real quick. What you just heard tonight was some powerful shit, whether you understand it or don't understand it. If you're in this motorcycle community, if you ride a motorcycle and you care, or you know, you're a part of this, if you're NMC, independent or whatever, you just heard some powerful shit. You're not going to hear this nowhere else. You know, you can say what you want to say about Big Sale, but please listen to the message. You don't have to like me as a messenger, but you damn sure need to embrace the message. I thank everybody for donating tonight. Don't forget you can donate via Cash App, $ FHOHNRC, or via PayPal, fastharleysonly@gmail.com. Your donations make this type of shit happen, make these type of shows happen. You know, your donations allow me to continue to build this studio and to bring you the quality that I'm bringing you. Frederick Mayo, thank you for your donation. Charlie Boy Parker, always my partner, thank you for your donation. Mr. Aaron Young, thank you for your donation. Say, man, I love you, man.
Checking in from an undisclosed location, this is your boy King Pooh, representing the Kings of the South Atlanta Mother Chapter. And every time I get a chance, best believe I'm listening to my boy Big Sale on FHO Podcast Radio. Let's get it.
Oh, man, hold on one second.
It's the FHO Live Podcast, where the truth will be told. We promise you that.
It is what it is.
Yo, this Hot Boy from the Red Breed Mother Chapter out of Compton, California. You tuned in to FHO all the way from 310 to the 404. Y'all know how this shit go.
Say, man, wow. Hope you enjoy your Wednesday night, middle of the week, man. Hump Day Wednesday. 2 more days left for the weekend. Get it in, man. If it's cold where you at, man, bundle up. Be prepared. Also, I'm working with a company that has created a new heated rain suit, the heated rain suit pants and the heated rain suit jacket. I'm working with them. Waiting on the last prototype, and everything got approved, so we're waiting on the orders to come in. So FHO will be running some type of special. I'm working with them right now to be a distributor. And again, if I advertise it, it's real. I don't advertise it. Everybody that you see me advertising with, I fuck with them. I love them. Advertising is available. If you want to advertise your party, if you want the shout outs, you want the mention, if you want to advertise your business, if you're a business owner, and I'm reaching from Maine to LA. So it don't matter where you are. It's getting out there. I'm on every streaming podcast platform possible, social media. I'm there, man. So, and at this point in time, man, and I had this conversation with my friend Sarge. You know, I'm giving it to you as best as I can. You just heard Gun say, "Hey, man, support the channel. Do what we need to do, man, to make this thing happen." But I love you guys. And it is what it is, man. If you're interested in joining FHO, go to the website, www.fastharleysonly.com, fastharleysonly.net. Everything you need for FHO is on there, where we're going to possibly be. We updating the calendar daily. And the membership is on there if you want to be a part of it. We are sanctioned by the AMA. Officially, AMA certified. So, we legit, man. But more importantly, we're respected out here in these streets, man. FHO. I love you. Y'all be good, man.
What's up, Big Sale? This is your boy Passionate from Enlightened Ministry Biker Church from Los Angeles, California. When we're not riding, we listen to FHO Podcast Radio.
God damn. It's Big Cell. What that mouth do besides tell the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.
Big Cell. You still keeping it 100. Well, keep hitting those asses with the truth on FHO Podcast Radio.